They called it an idiot light on the dashboard because they considered you an idiot just because you don't know about your car.
You bring it to the shop, we're pressured to upcharge you. We have to. We don't make money on oil changes and tire rotations, okay? There's a reason we call it the idiot light, because you're the idiot.
So this is where we bring all our cars. I'm going to loosen the gas cap so the check engine light will come on, and we'll see what they say the problem is. So what's going on here, huh?
Well, I checked it out, and what I found out, it looks like it's your fuel tank pressure sensor. You're gonna be looking at $400 on parts and labor to replace the part.
Okay, well, thank you so much, and I'll talk to my husband, and we'll get back to you. Red-handed. I caught that guy red-handed. They could have told me anything. They could have said $1,000. I would have believed them. We never did trust those guys.
I want to show you something I think is really neat. I just got this. This is the mechanic that's always with you. It's called FIXD. It plugs right into the diagnostic port of your car, just like my big units do here. You pull up a FIXD app on your phone and it will go through the diagnosis of the car. It'll tell you why the check engine light came on. It not only gives you what's wrong with the car, it'll tell you what it should cost when you go into the mechanic.
So the app has an answer for our check engine light, but how accurate are its results? Is what it found the same as what Lance initially changed under the hood?
We disconnected one of the ignition coils, so one of the cylinders is misfiring.
So is that pretty accurate in terms of what it found to be the problem?
Yes, pretty accurate.
Lance reconnects the ignition coil to see if the FIXD app can clear the indicator light after the problem has been fixed.
And it did clear the check engine light. The overall ease of it to use was very simple. For what we set on it, it was very accurate. With the coil being disconnected, it said exactly what the concern was.
I gotta ask you this big question. Does it work?
Yes, it works.
Right underneath the dash is that OBD port I was telling you about. Every single car made after 1996 and then is gas powered has that port. Now I'm gonna bring FIXD down. We're gonna plug it right into that socket just like that. And then I'm gonna come up here and start the truck. All right. Now, on my phone, I already have the FIXD app downloaded. We're gonna punch it right there, up it comes, and you see it already says 2015 Chevy Tahoe. It recognizes the truck. Tap to scan. Right down here, you can see what's going on. It's already communicating with the FIXD, and it's saying, hey, the check engine light is on. Let's figure out why that's happening. Well, here are all the reasons that that check engine light is on right now. The catalyst system has a low efficiency on bank 1. The fuel mixture is imbalanced. Now, if I go back to the home screen and I push this little engine indicator up here, it tells you all the different lights on the dash that FIXD can diagnose. Over here, you click on your multi-vehicle button so you can have your son, your wife, your friend. Just take your FIXD from vehicle to vehicle and it will keep track of all those different cars. Basically, FIXD gives you every single piece of information you need, so it's like your car is talking to you. And it's doing it in plain English. Makes it super, super simple to take the best care of your car possible and save as much money as you possibly can.
To be honest, I was gonna bag on it. I was gonna tear this thing up, but I have nothing bad to say. It tells you exactly what you need in plain English. My favorite part is the maintenance reminders. It's gonna shoot you text, show you on the app. Need an oil change? Oil change is the easiest thing you can do to keep your car running healthy. With this, you're not an idiot anymore. There's no reason why every car owner shouldn't have one.
Did you know the industry term for the check engine light is the idiot light? It's called that because people who bring their cars into the shop and depend entirely on their mechanic to tell them what's wrong are likely to be taken advantage of, like idiots often are. The last thing I want for you is to be charged hundreds or thousands of dollars for unnecessary repairs. And that's exactly why I put together this short presentation. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain why your check engine light is so important, how shady mechanics use it to take advantage of uneducated customers, and what you can do to take care of the problem quickly and avoid getting ripped off. For starters, let me introduce myself. My name is Rocco. I've been a mechanic and a car enthusiast for, well, really my whole life, and I'm very aware of the feeling you get when your check engine light comes on. I know the second that little orange light starts blinking that the stress boils up to your eyeballs and all you want to do is turn it off. But that little light is telling you there's something not functioning correctly on your vehicle. There are literally hundreds of things that could be causing it to turn on. Minor things like your gas cap not being screwed on tightly, to major issues like a bad catalytic converter, they're going to cost you a couple $1,000s to replace. But in order to figure out what's wrong with your vehicle, you need someone who speaks car. That's where most people take their vehicle to the nearest mechanic, and where many of them get ripped off. Now, it's not that mechanics are shady by nature, although there are some of those. It's really a circumstance of the way the mechanic business works. See, mechanics and auto body shops make next to nothing off of oil changes and tire rotations. They use low prices and special deals to get you in the door. Where they make their money is by charging you to fix bigger issues they find when you bring your vehicle in for routine services, or for things like, you guessed it, a check engine light. They know most people don't know jack diddly about cars, so they can present you with just about any problem, knowing there's a chance you might pay to fix it. It's really a numbers game. Now, if they find the issue when they're doing a routine oil change, they know the odds of you saying yes aren't as high because there was nothing wrong with your car when you brought it in, so you'll probably push it off until it's more critical. And that is why they love the check engine light. You've brought your vehicle to them because a little blinking light told you there was an issue that you know nothing about, and all you want to do is turn it off. Talk about a salesperson's dream. A buyer with an immediate need, no knowledge of their problem, and they're trusting you to make a proper recommendation. It's like shooting fish in a barrel for shady mechanics. And it's really profitable. Here's an example. Let's say you take your car into the shop right now because your check engine light is flashing. An honest mechanic may find it's a bum spark plug, and they can fix it for about $150. But a dishonest mechanic will tell you it's a bad catalytic converter that's going to cost you over $2,000 to fix. Now, both are going to do the same work to make that little blinking light turn off, which is all you really care about, and you don't know anything about cars. So how are you going to know that mechanic number 2 just ripped you off for $1,800 you didn't have to pay? Now, you may think you're good because you've had a long-term relationship with your mechanic and consider him or her to be your guy, and you could be right. But you could also have been getting ripped off for the past decade. See, opportunistic mechanics often look for people over the age of 30, with kids, have somewhat nice cars, and much more money than free time to fix things up. Landing a person's trust in this demographic means they can make a good profit for quite a long time. That means your guy could have simply seen you as a piggy bank they could shake a couple times a year to help fund their family vacation to Disneyland. And once again, how would you ever know? So here are the options when it comes to fixing your check engine light. First, you can do what's easy and take your car in with no education and hope you don't get ripped off. I call this the check engine light Hail Mary. Or you could get a little more education about your car's issues, get the information you need to swat away the BS, and be certain your mechanic isn't ripping you off. Not sure about you, but I'm a fan of knowing that the people I'm paying are shooting me straight. That's why I help people in my local community by running a free diagnostic service. But chances are you don't live by me, so I can't offer you the same deal. What you need is someone or something you can trust to help you understand what's wrong with your vehicle and know what you should pay to fix it. Luckily, I ran across an inexpensive device created by a couple of Georgia tech engineers that does exactly that. It's called FIXD, and it's changing the game when it comes to check engine lights. It's super easy to use, even for the tech illiterate among us. All you do is plug it into your car's OBD-II port, which is required in any car made after 1996, and open the free app you can get on any smartphone. FIXD is going to go through and look at all of the error codes that are triggering your check engine light, break down all the technical information into plain English that you can understand. It's going to tell you if you can fix it yourself or if you should take it to a professional, and it's even going to give you a range you can expect to pay. It's been featured and tested on all of the major news and talk shows, and the experts agree it's a device that every single car owner should have. Each month, FIXD is helping more than 50,000 people around the world avoid getting ripped off by shady mechanics. And the best part is, it's really inexpensive. For less than $60, you can get your own FIXD, which has the potential to save you hundreds or thousands of dollars over the course of your vehicle's life, which means it basically pays for itself the first time you use it. And if you know someone else with a car, they offer discounts for buying multiple devices, so you can get an even better price and save a friend from getting ripped off too. I'm recommending FIXD to every one of my friends and family members that don't live near me because it helps them walk into the shop knowing they won't get ripped off. I hope this presentation has taught you about the bad position the check engine light puts so many car owners in, and the simple solution that exists that can save you a bundle in the long run. I want nothing more than to make sure you get the service you need from one of the good guys and ensure that you get to keep your hard-earned money in your pocket. Thanks for your time and best of luck with your car troubles.
So my check engine light came on the other day, and I got this little device called FIXD. plugged it into my Jeep, downloaded the app, and it told me exactly what was wrong. Probably gonna save you thousands of dollars in the long run so that you don't go in uneducated talking to your mechanic about what's wrong with your vehicle.
And within 30 to 60 seconds, via Bluetooth, it's going to tell me what the issue is with my vehicle.
I want to show you guys the FIXD. Plug this into the OBD-II port, start the car, open up the app, connects with the ECM. You can see there's some check engine lights on this. Also gives you a timeline on the maintenance and where you're at as far as mileage is concerned. Be sure to check these guys out, FIXD.
It's super easy to set up and helps me understand the mechanical problems with my car. I can see an active timeline of when my car needs service and get maintenance reminders.
It is smart and usable, easy, quick. Get yourself one today.